For you more practical motorcycle riders, or some people who are not into riding, and I haven't been for a number of years, but I used to ride basically like the bike was a car. In other words, if I went somewhere to get something, I put it on the bike, and a lot of times I had this thing loaded up like you see in those Asian countries, way the hell up here, it was like way the hell up there. Now, I just want to point out, one of the simplest things I did, this is not the backpack they're used today by the military. This is probably Korean War vintage. It's an Army Mountain Warfare backpack, but I've had it so like a gazillion years. I use this on the back of the bike a lot of times too, because you can fill this thing up like tons of stuff, and it stays on there really good. And I started using these wide bungee straps. I just got them. These are like heavy duty ones, but I used to use bungee straps with some shoelaces in between them. They can hold on the helmet, or they can use this thing. They can hold this thing on. But what I like about this, they're waterproof, and you got all these pockets, and this thing blows up to like this, way up there. It blows up like that. You can fill this thing up like crazy. You take these two straps off, and it's already adjusted for your back. In other words, I just use the back straps around the back taillights and use the bungee cords to hold it in. I was doing this for years. I used to use the Alice pack, and then that was when I was in the Marine Corps. Alice is, in other words, the Alice pack is all-purpose, lightweight, individual carrying equipment. But instead of buying the motorcycle stuff, this stuff is way better. You go to like some surplus place, you get these things, they're nothing. This one's like way more comfortable even in the stuff they have. This is like Korean War vintage Army Mountain Warfare pack. This thing is fantastic. You can walk with this thing like a gazillion miles. So what I like about it is, say you're going to go in the store, you take this damn thing with you, and I know they trust you. You fill it up, and you need to go someplace, and you say you're not carrying bags around, you carry this. And this thing here, this works like a perfect backrest when you're on the seat. It's perfect. You think it's metal, but this thing is actually very comfortable. And it's on there, solid as all hell. And now it's all flattened out, but some people think it looks stupid. To tell you the truth, I can care less. I had a black one on here for a while. That was a motorcycle bag. Actually, it was a tank bag, and I used that for a number of years till it finally broke. But the military stuff is the cheapest stuff around. So if somebody ever decides to get into bikes, or they're not, a lot of people won't do this because it doesn't fit the Harley image. It's all a matter of opinion, but I'm never into that stuff. Never an image rider at all. I'm just a rider, period. And this is a very, very, very practical tip. These things, they got more pockets in them than you can believe. They're waterproof. They'll hold up for a gazillion years. This thing is like 60 years old. It's been used a lot. And, when you take it off of here, it pops off like in no time, because you just pop off the bungee cords. The straps are already adjusted for myself, and I can just wear it anytime, or I can just hold it by the straps. It's much more convenient than you think. And see, stuff like this is what makes a bike very practical to carry around. I found to take around, because I found using the saddlebags, you don't really have that much room in them, and there's always stuff like, these are like my trunk. I got a lot of stuff in here that I might need, rain suit, bandana thing, like a windbreaker thing, oil, tire fixer stuff, all kinds of shit in there. I went over that in another video. But this is how I'll carry stuff. So like usually you go to a store and you get a couple bags of groceries. That fits it easy, because this thing blows out way up. Just like it's got quick release straps here. This thing goes way up to here. No problem. If you could fill it up like crazy. So that's how you carry stuff on a bike. Don't worry about being GQ about, I gotta have a certain way I look. I never played that game, and I kind of steer away from it any time I get, but these things, I don't know what the hell they cost. They're dirt cheap, and they last forever. They will outlast anything you buy specifically for a motorcycle. They'll last forever. It's military.